I think even if you come from different religious backgrounds, there are so many similarities, isn't it? Because I think, personally, I feel all religions are patriarchal. All religions are obsessed with women's bodies. And that whole idea of spending all this time measuring and making sure that it fits in with what is permissible is something that occupies a lot of women a lot of the time. Until they begin to break free and resist. And it is interesting because when you look at all religious texts, there is this idea that women are a deviant form of men. They are a baser form of men. They are weak. They are dangerous. And if you look at texts, for example, in Islam, Muhammad says, Islam's prophet says that, in hell, it's mainly women who are there. So it's a great place to be. I mean, I'd like to go there if there is one. You have, in the Jewish tradition, there's this prayer where men thank God that they were not born women. In Christianity, women are seen to be the gateway to the devil. In the Hindu religion, women, there's the Manu laws, which are famous Indian scripts, where women are seen to be, all of them are seen to be prostitutes. And in Buddhist text as well, it's about how women prevent men from reaching spirituality, the highest form of spirituality. So in all religions, you see how perfectly useful it is for patriarchy. It's the best form of patriarchy because it's not just your father or your husband or the state telling you, but God himself is telling you, so you better pay attention, because it's so dangerous to transgress those rules. So I think when you see that, you do see the solidarity amongst those who have gone through it and who've come out the other side, possibly very broken, traumatized. I see that a lot amongst ex-Muslims.
What is so traumatizing about it?
Well, there's a lot of control and fear. Deborah mentioned this idea of policing yourself all the time. You know how tiring that is? Constantly policing yourself, making sure you're dressed appropriately, having everyone telling you that you're not towing the line. There's a lot of pressure, constant pressure. And the thing is that there's a lot of things that can be made invisible in society. What you think can be invisible to some extent unless you speak out. Even maybe being gay, you can possibly hide it. You can hardly hide being a woman, and because women are the first target of religion and the religious right, they make a point of making sure that you're controlled and that you're managed. It's their way of asserting their power. It's their way of showing that they are in charge. Because if they are in charge of the women, they are in charge, And so I think that's why it's so inspiring, so moving, so human to see the great women's liberation movements in countries under Islamic rule, from Iran to the women in Afghanistan standing up to the Taliban, to Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, women fighting against the Sharia code in the family law. So, I think women's liberation comes particularly in the fight against religion. And if there are any gains, it is because there has been that challenge to religion, because there has been that challenge to dogma, and because there has been a deep criticism of religion. I know in a lot of situations we're labeled Islamophobic, or we're told that we're going too far, we don't respect religion. Well, I won't respect an idea that considers me half a human being. I will not respect an idea that considers women to be, prostitutes and who are there to, who are inferior and who are debased you know, and in that sense, it is a great disrespect to women to expect us to have any respect for religion and religious laws.